Presently, we have population of 136.6 crores with median age of 28 years, which is going to be 145 crores by 2025. Similarly, number of internet users in India are around 66.5 crores, which will increase to 119.8 crores by 2025.
Good afternoon, all participants. I hope I am audible to everyone.
Yes, you are audible.
Before we start our session, let me had a word with all the participants. May I know from which country the participants are being viewing our webinar from today?
From Philippines.
Thank you, Miss Ellie. So we have participants from India, Philippines, Pakistan. Any other country?
Hello, good afternoon. This is Mizam from Bangladesh.
Thank you, Rahman sir.
Thank you.
Rahul sir, I guess we shall begin with our session. Participants will keep us joining.
Sure, Shivani. Can you just start with the intro?
Yes, sir, I'm just doing the same. Before we start with our session, let me give a brief introduction about our today's speaker. Mr. Rahul Gupta is a chartered accountant having a 20 years of experience. He held senior management level position in the companies like Airtel and Aircel. Moreover, he holds experience in corporate finance, finance control, financial planning, accounting and finance, auditing, and statutory compliance. He handled process improvement, budgeting, and cost rationalization for good number of corporate. Currently, he has been practicing as a chartered accountant from past 4 years in Lucknow. I welcome Rahul sir on behalf of entire EdRoots team that he spare out his time and give us the opportunity to present a webinar on the session Understanding Health Insurance.
Thank you so much, Shivani. So, good afternoon, everyone. It's an honor to interact with all of you through this platform, and I understand the importance of your time. So, we will be keeping it very, very crisp and interactive. And we will roughly talk about 35 to 40 minutes to discuss the important points of health insurance as to why we as a country are uninsured and underinsured both, and that what one should be aware of while taking the health insurance policy. So let's begin the presentation. Is it visible to everyone?
Sir, you please present your screen.
Okay. So, Shivani, is it visible?
No, sir, not yet.
Okay, just a second.
Yes, sir, it is visible now.
Okay, thank you so much. So, as decided, today we are going to discuss the health insurance, the basics of health insurance. The purpose of today's presentation is to provide a general overview about understanding of the health insurance, which is primarily for India. So this is data for 2 years. One is for 2019 and second is for 2025. India, what is the state of current health insurance presently? Presently, we have population of 136.6 crores with median age of 28 years, which is going to be 145 crores by 2025. Similarly, number of internet users in India are around 66.5 crores, which will increase to 119.8 crores by 2025. But if you look at the self-insured population, we are not talking about here the employer-provided health insurance or government-provided schemes. Here we are talking about purely health insurance as a tool for saving health insurance expenses for yourself and your family on your own policy. So we have roughly 4.32 crores as on date, which are the people who are covered under their own insurance. And if we talk about the amount of coverage, as per the rough data, it is around 2 lakh rupees, which is hardly anything. So looking at the current data, it is very, very difficult for all of us to predict what will happen by 2025. So if you look as a country, we are both uninsured, which means only 4.32 crore people out of 136.6 crores, and underinsured, which means insurance of only 2 lakh rupees, whereas we all know that the hospital expenses in India per day range from 50,000 to 1 lakh rupees. So the entire coverage practically will get exhausted by, say, maybe 2 to 4 days at max. If you look at the key reasons why this is happening, the primary reason is we are, since like childhood, all of us are hearing LIC, Life Insurance Corporation of India, which provides us schemes like we deposit some money, they pay us back after 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 25 years, depending. Similarly, we have same expectations from health insurance. We expect something. If I have not claimed anything, then something should come back to me. Whereas as a product, health insurance doesn't ensure any guaranteed returns or any cashback or something like that. So moving on, why do I need health insurance? This is a basic question which is in the mind of everyone. Primarily due to modern lifestyle, which is like improper diet, stress, and irregular sleeping habits. These are the mainly 3 reasons which contribute to increased health expenses for individual and their families. Rising lifestyle disease due to lifestyle like obesity, hypertension, diabetes, and cancers. These are the main 4 reasons as on date. Then increasing medical costs. Health costs in India is expected to increase by 9.4% every year. So if we are talking about coverage of 2 lakh rupees today, 5 years down the line, we need it to be increased to at least 3 lakh rupees to cover just the inflation part. Third one is need for quality health care. Every one of us is looking to the best of the treatment, specialized hospitals, specialty medical care, diagnosis, testing, everything, transplants, etc., and surgeries. And we are not ready to go to any government hospital. We are just looking for the best of the healthcare available in wherever in India. So if someone is staying in Chandigarh, he is ready to travel to Bombay, Bangalore, anywhere to just get the best quality care. Fourth one is protecting your savings. If we are not covering health insurance, we are not covered by health insurance for the family, then obviously everything is at stake, whether it's your home, travel and lifestyle, kids education, retirement savings, because life is very, very precious and everyone will try to save life first. So health insurance helps us to protect our savings also, which will be intact, so which we can spend on the home, travel, kids education, retirement savings, wherever we want. Last but not the least, tax benefit. As per the Indian Income Tax Act 80D section, we get savings up to 75,000 rupees. Now, if you are in higher tax bracket, say 20% or 30%, which means that the government of India is virtually funding 1/3 of your medical expenses by providing you income tax benefit. Coming to insurance need, what is the need for the insurance? This is a common question for everyone. It removes the first from life, that is, it prevents from financial crisis, it prepares for the unexpected, it prevents stress during emergency, and again, it saves us the tax under section 80D. What is health insurance? Again, it is a shield that protects you and your family from financial crisis at the time of medical emergencies. Now, whenever we take health insurance, one thing is very, very important, that for taking health insurance, risk should be unknown at the time of taking the policy. If we are already diagnosed with something and then we are going for taking health insurance, this policy will be denied to us. So, one of the foremost thing is that risk should be unknown whenever we are taking health insurance, which means that we should be healthy whenever we are planning for taking the health insurance. What is health insurance cover? Health insurance covers, like, one is planned and second is unplanned. Planned is like pregnancy, unplanned is like injuries, illness, or accidents. So what is all covered by the health insurance? It covers the hospitalization expenses, that is, whenever we are admitted in a hospital and the hospitalization is, say, more than 24 hours, whatever the expenses are incurred, that will be covered in the health insurance. Similarly, pre and post hospitalization, some companies cover it for 30 days. Pre means whenever the event has happened. Say if you are admitted on 1st of April, then 30 days prior and maybe post is 60 days post hospitalization, all those expenses get covered normally. Similarly, daycare, due to advancement of medical technology, what is happening, earlier the admission was required and patient was required to stay there for 2 or 3 days. But right now, due to excellent healthcare facilities, the person is admitted in the morning and discharged after, say, 2 to 3 hours. Even those get covered in the daycare treatments. There are specified for every individual insurance company. These are all specified cases, which are the daycare illness which is covered for treatment in the health insurance. What to consider while choosing plan? Now, this is the most interesting topic, I would say, because at the end of the day, it is all value for money which you are looking for whenever you are buying health insurance plan. So you have to decide your priorities. Nothing comes free in this world. So whatever feature you want in policy, it will obviously have some cost element attached to it, which will increase or decrease your premium. So these are the important points which one should cover at the time of taking the health insurance, whether you are requiring it for yourself only or you want to cover your family also. Similarly, second point important is recharge or restoration clause. This is very, very important clause. Now, what is happening? For example, we have taken sum assured of 10 lakh rupees, and any one person of the family is admitted in the hospital, and the bill charged by the hospital is, say, 12 lakh rupees.
Sorry to interrupt, sir, but I guess कि किसी participant ने शायद अपनी screen present कर दी है.
Okay.
It's a request to all the participants. Please don't share your screen. You can pin your screen if you want to look upon what exactly the speaker is being explaining about. Please pin the screen. Thank you.
So we can move on, Shivani?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So coming to this recharge slash restoration clause, say we have taken insurance of 10 lakh rupees and the first claim due to anything is say 12 lakh rupees. So insurance company will pay 10 lakh rupees and the balance 2 lakh rupees we will pay from our own pocket or savings. Now there is a feature called restoration or recharge, which means that insurance companies allow the sum to be restored without payment of any extra premium. This is very new feature which is not available in all the policies, but some of the insurance companies in India are offering this feature, which means that the sum will be restored. And the main clause is normally it is not restored for same person, same disease. It is restored for the rest of the family members or for the same person for different illness. Just to take an example, say the person who was admitted in the hospital for 12 lakh rupees bill, he was diagnosed with fever. Now, if he's again diagnosed with fever, then insurance company will not restore or recharge their amount, and it will be paid by own pocket. But in case he's admitted for say headache or anything else, then the company will pay up to 10 lakh rupees. Similarly, in case any other family member is say admitted in the hospital, then he will have to he will get the recharge for the family members and it will be paid full amount. Now the recent this corona event, it has given us the importance of this particular clause, because during corona what was happening, every member of the family was getting affected. So effectively in a family of 4, all 4 were getting affected and admitted in the hospital. So with this clause enables us to claim for the all 4 up to the sum assured. Say if the sum assured was 10 lakh rupees, effectively 10 into 4, all the 4 family members, they can claim up to 40 lakh rupees. Again, this is very important feature, recharge.
Gupta, can you please share your screen? We can't see the screen at all.
Okay. Shivani, can you just check?
Sir, but your screen is being visible to me. I just request you कि सर आप एक बार फिर से उसको present now कर दीजिए.
Okay.
Dear participant, is it visible now?
Yeah, it's visible now. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you.
So another feature is daily cash benefit. Now what happens is during hospitalization, there are a lot of miscellaneous expenses which one incurs. So most of the insurance companies they charge something extra for that, but they provide you certain benefit, which can be say 1,000 rupees per day or 2,000 rupees per day for whatever the number of days of hospitalization are. So again, this is very important feature just to cover all the miscellaneous costs during your hospitalization. Next one is pre-existing disease. We should disclose whatever disease we have at the time of taking the health insurance, because if we are not disclosing it, then the insurance company going forward can deny our claim just because of the non-disclosure. Whatever existing disease we have, we should be very open about it. We should very clearly communicate it to the insurance company so that it is recorded in policy and you are not denied claim just because of this. Again, pre-existing disease, they come with certain period, like limitation of period. For example, waiting period, it could be 2 years, 3 years or 4 years, depending upon the type of disease. Then your insurance policy should be renewable for lifetime, whatever age. Like normally insurance companies in India, they are offered only up to 65 years of age, but as a new insurance product, but as a continuity, they are offered for lifetime. So just make sure that whatever policy you are buying, it should be for lifetime renewability, whatever 80 years, 85 years, 90 years, whatever be the age. Similarly, sum assured is very important. It should be carefully picked. As I discussed in the beginning of the slide, right now the average sum assured in India is 2 lakh rupees, which is hardly anything. If you go to any hospital, God forbid, if you are going to any hospital, it is costlier than any 5-star hotel. The per day expenses are 50,000 plus. As I told you earlier, 50,000 to 1 lakh rupees. So one will say, just imagine if you are staying there for 10 days, which was normally happening for even Corona also, then you are spending close to 5 lakh rupees, 7 lakh rupees, and with 2 lakh rupees coverage, your sum assured will fall short. So whenever you are looking for sum assured, look for a very, very decent sum assured and just top it up with the top up plan from any insurance company so that you are adequately covered all the time. Then your insurance plan can have annual health checkup. Again, annual health checkups are very, very necessary in present scenario. It help you in the early detection of the disease so that the necessary preventive action can be taken going forward. Last but not the least is OPD. So right now there are some insurance companies in India which offer you reimbursement of OPD also, so that you are covered from all the medical expenses. But as I told you earlier, everything comes at a cost. So these all features, they have different cost element attached to it. Accordingly, your premium will keep on changing. So just be very, very careful. Whatever you want, just pick those particular elements only and then choose your policy. And there are some common perceptions which are there among all of us. I will take you example of my friend Abhay, who has some perceptions. Just see his perceptions. He is employed with a private limited company in India, and he thinks that the employer coverage is sufficient. Now, just when I discussed with him, he told me I have coverage of 2 lakh rupees. So I asked him, is it sufficient? And then he's saying it is sufficient for me. And then 6 months down the line, his family member had to be hospitalized. Then after getting discharged, he had to pay a bill of 3 lakh rupees. Then I checked it up again with him. He said, you are right. Employer coverage is not sufficient for anyone because it comes with, first of all, the coverage amount is very, very low. It could be 2 lakh rupees or maximum 3 lakh rupees. Then it comes with lot of cappings. For example, room rent capping or illness cappings. So it doesn't reimburse you fully. Then again, some people think that fit people don't need health insurance. Everyone needs health insurance. Yuvraj Singh needed it. He was the fittest person of Indian team. He needed it. Everyone needs it. No one can be sure about their health insurance. Health insurance can be taken after detection of illness. One of my friends, he was saying that whenever I detect any illness, I will just go and admit in the hospital and then take the policy. It is not like that. It is not that easy. Every policy has certain waiting periods. Accidental get covered from day one in all the policies, but otherwise normally there is a period of 30 days waiting, and then only you can take the policy. Even if the illness is again as a pre-existing illness, then obviously the company will deny you the claim. Then purchase health insurance only for savings taxes. Some people buy insurance just like that. Don't look at the features, what benefit they are getting, what coverage they are getting, is there any capping or not. No one is even bothered to check that. This is wrong perception. One should be fully aware about all the features the policy is offering. Then there is again common perception that health insurance don't cover pregnancies. No, there are coverages which are available for pregnancies also. So one has to plan it accordingly, but obviously they have certain waiting periods like 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. Then it can be planned as per that only. 24-hour hospitalization is mandatory. As I told you earlier, that the medical advancement has enabled people to get discharged within 2 to 3 hours of operation or whatever minor surgery. So this is not mandatory as of now for all the claims. Last but not the least, take room higher than eligibility and I will have to bear only extra room rent. Now this is the most important piece. Say your entitlement is 5,000 rupees and you go and see and somehow you don't like the room and you see the hospital shows you another room which has 10,000 rupees rental. So you like that room, you just move in that room and are prepared to pay whatever the differential number of stays into 5,000 rupees. But health insurance doesn't work that way. What health insurance people do is they will pay you, because the hospital charging is normally for 5,000 rupees, they will charge, say, for any particular diagnostic test or surgery, they will charge 25,000 rupees. But for 10,000 rupees room, they will for the same surgery, they will charge you 50,000 rupees. So effectively what happens is, if you are going to stay in a room which is higher than your eligibility, you will get proportionate reduction in all the amounts which don't have MRP. Medicines, etc., the insurance company will pay fully because they have MRP, they cannot come down. But your surgery cost, your nursing expenses, everything, that will be proportionately deducted. Say if your room rent entitlement was 5,000 rupees and you have claimed 10,000, you stayed in 10,000 rupees, broadly the insurance company will pay you 50% only. This is very, very important, and we consider ourselves very, very smart and say that only room rental will have to be paid extra. But in health insurance industry, things don't work that way. You will have to pay every other, like you will get proportionate reduction in your bill, and you will have to pay your from own pocket. So these are my coordinates. I am available at this number. Whatever queries you have, we can always go through that and discuss it. In the meantime, we can just have a Q&A session if you people have any questions. Shivani?
Yes, sir. So there is one question from the participant side. Her question is, does health insurance policy cover routine test?
No, they don't cover routine test. But as I discussed the feature of annual health checkup, there are predefined checkups which are available in most of the policies. So you can just check those lists for that particular policy and get it covered in that annual health checkup. Otherwise, routine tests are not covered.
Sir, there is one more question. What are the things that I should consider before buying my health insurance policy?
The most important thing I told you is you have to decide between individual and family floater, then sum assured, whatever sum assured you think is sufficient for your standard of living or your nearby areas, whatever you feel is the sum assured you should be looking at. Then again, daily cash feature or restoration clause is must. Recharge clause, if it is not there, then obviously your health insurance cost will go up. Then again, I think these are the 3-4 important points which one should be looking at. And an annual health checkup should be mandatory in all the policies you are taking.
So, will I be allowed to buy more than one health insurance plan?
Yes, you are allowed to buy more than one health insurance plan. But if you see historically, what is happening is in India, 70% of the claims, health insurance claims, are less than 3 lakh rupees. So if you are planning to buy more than one health insurance plan, then my suggestion will be go for a plan, basic plan of say 5 lakh rupees or 10 lakh rupees, then top it up with the plan, top up plan of the insurance company, or take a plan with the deductible, which means that if you have a first policy of 10 lakh rupees, then you can take the second policy from 10 lakh 1 rupees to say 25 lakh rupees. It will help you in saving also. This is called deductible. Again, this is very, very important feature of all the health insurance policies. You can go for deductible rather than taking the same policies. So if you are taking same policies, 10 lakh rupees here, 10 lakh rupees here, your coverage is only 10 lakh rupees. It is not getting aggregate to 20 lakh rupees. So if you want to take extra policy, then go for 10 lakh 1 rupees to 25 lakh rupees or something like that.
So what is the eligible age to buy health insurance?
18 plus. 18 plus is the eligible age for any individual. If you are taking a family floater up to age of 25, normally insurance companies allow for the children. Say father is 55, mother is say 50, children, first children 25, second children 23. They allow it normally that way. Up to 25.
Do we cover maternity in health insurance?
Yes, it is covered. Not all the policies cover the health insurance for maternity, but most of the companies have. This is separate feature which is available in some of the policies. Again, as I told you, everything comes at a cost. The premium is slightly higher in case of pregnancy, wherever pregnancy is covered.
Is there any no claim bonus in policy?
Yes, no claim bonus is there in most of the policies, but actually insurance claim, let me elaborate a bit on no claim bonus. No claim bonus, there are two types of no claim bonus. One is the company says that if you have a claim free year, then you are given say 50% of the no claim bonus. Say I had taken coverage of 10 lakh rupees. Next, I have not claimed anything. Next year, company will give me no claim bonus of 5 lakh rupees. My total coverage will be 15 lakh rupees. Now, if I say take claim of 1 lakh rupees, what insurance companies normally do is they will reduce my no claim bonus by 5 lakh rupees and bring me back to 10 lakh rupees whenever I claim. So, but this is called reducing no claim bonus. Whereas some of the companies have a feature, they don't touch your claim till your base amount is over. Like whatever 10 lakh rupees you have taken the insurance policy, you have taken 1 lakh rupees. So base amount they will reduce to 9 lakh rupees. 5 lakh rupees they will keep intact for you. This is bit complicated, I can understand, but it is very, very important for all of you to know whether it is reducing or it will be used once my base cover is exhausted.
So can we change policy from one company to another?
Yes, IRDA is the governing body for this. They have allowed portability for all the customers. Change is the only thing which is constant in this. So we may not be satisfied with the existing insurer. So we can easily port out our policy. The only thing criteria is it can be done at the time of renewal only and at least 30 days before the renewal.
Is it good to take group family mediclaim policy or individual policy? Which is better?
It is always family. Family floater is always preferred because it saves you savings, and due to the activation of recharge or restoration clause, you are virtually taking two policies for the same amount.
In case of company providing health insurance, who pays the premium? I
depends
think employee is not paying or employer is paying much percentage.
It all depends upon your CTC letter, cost to the company letter. If it is your part of the salary, then obviously it is getting deducted from your salary. If it is not part of your salary and employer is paying, then obviously you are not getting any cost. But in India, I have also worked in corporates. Normally, all the companies do recover it from the employees.
So please name best health policy which claim settlement is more assured.
Settlement is assured.
Yes.
Now, this is very, very interesting questions. Claim settlement, this is called claim settlement ratio in insurance industry. Now, this is very, very misleading data which is shared by all the companies. Now, first of all, we have to understand that how do insurance companies work? In India, we have 21 private general insurance companies, 6 standalone companies, and 4 public sector companies. Total, we have 31 insurance companies which provide us health insurance in India. All these companies have single motive, which is to earn profit and do maximum benefit for the shareholders. Now, if any company has a motive of profit, do you think they will just pass your claim just like that? Important thing is, and you would not like also, if insurance company is going to pay all the claims without going through the nitty-gritties of the claim, how long they will survive, you and me can very well imagine. So one should be very, very clear if it is a genuine claim. Believe me, most of the companies will honor their commitment. I have not seen any company not honoring their commitment whenever there is any genuine claim. Obviously, if there is something which is happening, like hospital doing something or the other, or the customer not disclosing all the facts, obviously then claim will not be paid. Now, coming to this claim settlement, this is released by all the data by the companies to IRDA, and IRDA publishes it. It ranges from 75% to say 85% or 95%. Now, this data tells us how many claims they have paid, but why they have been rejected, whether there was fraud or not, whether there was proper disclosure or not, that is not clear from this data. So one should not be bothered to look at this data. You should be checking your policy, every word of the policy, and make sure that you are not violating it. If you are compliant with your policy, your claim will get paid fully. There is no one in this world who can deny you that claim. You can approach ombudsman also. There are various mechanisms where you can just follow it and you can get your claim recovered. But just keep in mind, disclose everything, and then go for the, if you're going for any claim, then you will get it. Plus, one more thing interesting is IRDA in India is the governing body for all the insurance companies. In case they feel that any insurance company is not doing their work properly or is going into losses or anything like that, they have the power to take over that company and hand over to any existing insurance company. So you can rest assured that any insurance company which you are choosing, it will be up and running only, or in case they find it difficult to run, it will be handed over to someone who is more capable to handle that.
Sir,
Yes,
is
Shivani?
there a limit on the number of claims that I can avail in 1 year?
No, there is no limit. You can claim whatever the genuine claims are. You can always, illness is something which is not in your hand. You cannot fake it, no. So you can always have any number of claims. But obviously the amount capping will be there, whatever policy you have taken.
What if you fail to pay for 5 months of your insurance, will still be active?
No. You get only 30 days of grace period as per IRDA guidelines. After 31st day, your insurance policy is over.
What could be the possibility of any disadvantages of taking health insurance?
Disadvantages. There is no disadvantage. It is always advantageous for everyone to take health insurance policies. It is just to safeguard yourself from the financial emergency which can arrive at anyone's door anytime.
That's it, sir. Dear participants, if you have any other question, you can unmute yourself and can ask directly from the speaker.
Sir, what is the chances for getting the settlement if I go for the health insurance?
If your claim is genuine, it is 100%, sir.
Okay, but suppose what is the process they are asking for that one? Suppose you have someone suffering for the COVID, okay, and he already taken the health insurance.
Mhm.
Would we get the claim instant, or it will take some time? If he has a very much healthy before the health insurance, and now that COVID has affected him. So what will be the issues? What are the chances for getting the health claim?
So you can always approach the ombudsman, and there are chances that you will get it fully, sir.
So
Now, if
will,
in case hospitalization is mandatory, sir, in such a case.
but he is in hospital, and he is doing the. But hospital asked that he has to make payment first. But
So your
at that
voice is cracking a bit, sir.
sir, he is already admitted in hospital. But before the admission at hospital, asked to make a payment. And if he can ask that.
I know, sir. There were a lot of hospitals which denied claim because of the COVID, and IRDA issued advisory to every hospital and all the authorities that they cannot deny. Any insurance company also cannot deny cashless just because of the corona. So,
Yeah,
so this is again one of cases only, but whatever knowledge I have, most of the companies have honored.
Okay, sir. Thank you. So means we can go for cashless. Even we
We
have
should,
had.
actually, sir, in India, right now, reimbursement is in very few hospitals. All the top class hospitals are covered in health insurance. They have tie-up. They deal with the insurance companies directly only. At the
How-
time of admission, they will ask you to pay certain amount as a advance. Once your insurance claim is approved at the time of discharge, they will reimburse you that amount, and you can just go home.
So where can get a list of the hospitals, sir, which is covered up under the IRDA?
Sir,
So at
it
least
is,
there can be
so
some website here. Na?
there is no hospital list issued by IRDA.
So
Every
how
insurance
anyone
company,
come to know, sir?
that's what I'm saying. Every insurance company have tie up with different hospitals.
Okay.
So whichever company you have taken the policy, you can just log on to that website and get the list. It is already available on most of the websites.
Insurance website.
Insurance website, yes.
Okay. Can I check it in Policy Bazaar also?
I don't know, sir.
Okay, fine.
Sir, what are the good resources to learn more about different insurance schemes?
Different insurance in terms right now we are talking about health insurance. I told you earlier you have to go by the wording of the policy, so you can read all the policies issued by different companies to understand wherever the gaps are, and that will make you ready for the next leg. Go by the wording of the insurance policy, because it's like a contract between two companies, the person who is getting insured and the insurer. So go deeply through each and every word, whatever inclusion or exclusions are, whatever. Just try to find the basis which the claim can get denied by the insurance company.
So, what are the advantages in getting health insurance in the near future?
Lot of advantages I told you. It is saving you from the financial hardship which can come in. It is remember one thing, health insurance is given only to healthy people. If God forbid, if you are diagnosed with anything, then no insurance company, believe me, will offer you cover in India. So advantage is you get covered, your waiting period will get over, 2 years, 3 years, whatever the waiting period is, and then accordingly you can carry it for lifetime.
Sir, in continuation with the previous question, what could be the possibility of any disadvantages of taking health insurance? The participant commented, but we take a year policy and no chances to avail it. In that scenario, our entire money will be gone.
That's why I discussed in the second slide of my policy, this presentation, where I mentioned that it is the LIC mindset for us कि क्या return मिलेगा. So please don't have this mindset. You are getting peace of mind. You will lead stress-free life. So you need to ensure that you have health. Who would like to have a claim for this petty sum of money? Whatever premium we are going to pay, say 15,000 rupees, 20,000 rupees. Would you like to go for anything which will impact your health? Now this is the mindset issue, nothing else. We are ready to pay health insurance, normal insurance of say 25,000 rupees for a 10 lakh rupees car, or maintenance of my flat of say 50 lakh rupees flat for 2,000 rupees per month. But for my body, which is invaluable and which is of importance for at least for my family members, for that I am not ready to spend anything. So it is just the mindset issue. We should be thankful that we were not forced to claim anything against the policy.
Right. That's it, sir. No further question till yet. Any other question, dear participants? So, what is the meaning of terms waiting period and top up?
Sorry, what is the meaning of?
Waiting period and top up.
Okay, let me explain you. Waiting period and top up. Waiting period, there are three types of waiting period. One is whenever we are taking any new health insurance policy, first waiting period is for 30 days for any illness other than accidental. So this is the first waiting period which is in the insurance policies. Second waiting period is for the diseases which we can carry in our body, for example, hernia or cataract or kidney stone, etc. Normally, there is waiting period of 2 years to 3 years in all the policies for these type of diseases. Third waiting period is for pre-existing diseases. If we are declaring anything and insurance company is covering us, then this period is for 3 to 4 years, depending upon your type of illness. Second question is regarding the top up. Top up means one is your say base cover. Say base cover is 5 lakh rupees. And then you are taking top up. Top up will work from 5 lakh 1 rupees to whatever amount you are choosing, 10 lakh, 20 lakh, 1 crore, whatever amount. So top up is over and above your base cover.
I hope, Mr. Arpit, your question is being answered. Yes, sir. Sorted. Any other question, dear participants? You can unmute yourself and can ask from the sir. I guess, sir, there is no other question.
Thank you so much, Shivani.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the informative session, sir. So one more question. While
Yeah.
taking policy, do we need to do health check or insurer will do independent body checks?
Right now, the current practice is below 55, there is no health checkup required and policies are issued instantly, provided we have made the proper disclosure. I told you earlier also, disclosure is very, very important for all of us. And above 55, health insurance, this health checkup is mandatory. Below 55, no health checkup is required. Above 55, health checkup is required.
So will this health insurance plan make it easy to get care if I'm sick?
I couldn't get it, Shivani. Can you repeat again?
Will this health insurance plan make it easy to get care if I'm sick?
Definitely, it will help you in. First of all, you can get the best of treatment available in your city or wherever in India. Second thing is you can obviously not worry about the expenses which are going to be there because up to the sum assured, you are fully covered with that.
No other questions, sir.
Okay, Shivani, thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
फोर्टिस हॉस्पिटल में लग रही है वैक्सीन
Sir, you can leave the session.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
कोविड वैक्सीन वाली है